Welcome back. We've got reactions coming in thick and fast to the operationalization of the nuclear deal. The Congress party going out seeking credit. The Congress has said that the nuclear deal was initiated under the UPA rule. It's questioned why the BJP opposed the pact while it was in opposition. The opposition advised the NDA government to give due credit to Sonia Gandhi and Manmohan Singh. It added that the Prime Minister must share with the country how he overcame differences with Washington. Here's Salman Khurshid.
See, first, the nuclear treaty was signed in July 2008. It was our government. And we were very keen that it was taken forward for operationalization. There were certain issues which were raised by the US. There were certain concerns we had. And the two governments were talking. So it is just a continuation of what has been happening beginning 2005. The two countries have a strategic partnership, embracing all sensitive areas, including space and nuclear science and defense. Now, we have to read the fine print, that whether the President of the United States of America has addressed the Indian concerns, and whether our Prime Minister has addressed the issues raised by the US within our legal framework.
Let me go across to our executive editor Javed Ansari, who's joining us from our newsroom. Javed, somewhere at 3 Motilal Nehru Marg, Manmohan Singh would be having a very quiet look of satisfaction, saying that his hard work translated into reality now by the party that was opposing it earlier.
Yes, absolutely, and rightly so. It is a vindication, although albeit it comes a bit late, for the kind of effort that Dr. Manmohan Singh put in. Let's not forget in this euphoria that Dr. Manmohan Singh staked his government. He risked his government. The left withdrew support on this. The BJP at that time sided with the left and voted against it. Today it's the same BJP for the same reasons that is supporting it. And Dr. Manmohan Singh, when it came to issues which concerned India's national interest, he put his foot down. So therefore, some credit rightfully should be given to Dr. Manmohan Singh.
Thanks, Javed, for joining us. With that, Samir Saran, if the BJP hadn't been obstructionists in the first place, maybe 6 years would not have been wasted, and by now, GE Investing House would have already been running operators in India.
I'm not sure it was BJP alone. I think it was pretty much bipartisan, the obstructionists.
No, but if the Congress and the BJP had been together, then there would have been no problem.
But I still believe that what we have now produced here is still a halfway house in terms of the solution that we really require. And if you read the fine print here, what it says is that we have understood the issue. We have understood that there needs to be some action to respond to it, but the risk assessment is still by the company. Then I'm sure the US would have sounded out their investors before they would have agreed to this proposition. But I still think there are a few steps to be taken before we can really implement a commercial arrangement that works.
Okay, we've now got access to the India-US Delhi Declaration of Friendship. Chale saath saath, forward, together we go. Sajha prayas, sabka vikas, shared effort, progress for all. Our experts have had an opportunity to go through this. Sanjay Puri, I'll start with you first. Your sense of this Delhi Declaration of Friendship.
Well, I think it's, if you read the press conference also, he talked about the personal chemistry. And I think he's taking that forward. He says personal chemistry sometimes is very, very critical in relationships. And I think he's harping back to when President Bush and Prime Minister Singh, you remember the famous quote from Prime Minister Singh saying, "We all love you, Mr. Bush." So what he's saying is this is very important, the commas and stops. So I think this declaration of friendship is what he's kind of, but he's made it very all-encompassing, where he's put even a hotline between two national security advisors also as part of the friendship. That might be stretching the friendship a little bit too much.
Ajay Shukla, very quickly, on this DTTI, the defense partnership, we know that 8 weapon systems have been offered to India. Are these weapon systems that India has agreed to buy from the United States, or is this the technology that's now on the table?
Well, it seems to be indeterminate. There are 17 weapon systems that the United States had offered India in a batch of first 5 and then 12. And there are 6 which India has demanded, not weapon systems alone, but technologies also. The ones that are coming out, that are creeping out through that Ministry of External Affairs briefing,
yes,
they do not sound at all to me like agreed agreements, because some of them are non-manufacturable in India because they're just in quantities of 1. There are others where the technology has not been released yet by the United States side. So I think the Ministry of External
And this
Affairs
could set a
frankly
very
not
bad
understood
precedent
the
where
issue.
other arms manufacturers could potentially say, how did this weapon system get purchased directly from the United States without throwing this open for a tender? So those are very, very prickly issues given the billions of dollars that are at stake. We're slipping into a quick break.